There's no way this man's playing Shao Kahn. That is like the opposite, the antithesis of everything he plays. I refuse to believe he's actually playing Shao Kahn. Yeah, it's a button check. Okay. Because that would be crazy. That would be wildness coming through. But 56K plays Cassie Cage. Very, very strong player. Really, really good at weaving in and out of the neutral space and baiting out his opponent's options. Very good at baiting out breakaways in particular, something that not a lot of players do just yet. The game is fairly new. Versus CitizenSNIPS rocking the Liu Kang. This man's pressure is absolutely relentless. Opts to go for the first version, the first variation, his personal favorite, because it allows him to cancel his forward 3 string into a low firebolt. Gives him quite a lot of options for mix-ups. He has access to that counter. He can just let it fire to get the counter hit crushing blow for quite a lot of damage, or he can fire into the low. Very smart stuff, but we're going to get right into it. Now, I mentioned it during the weekly, and it's very, very important. But this matchup is going to hinge very heavily on CitizenSNIPS' ability to get in and set up these pressure situations. 56K has a lot of really, really strong options with this Cassie, especially from mid-range, as we're seeing now with this pickup. So CitizenSNIPS is going to have to get him, work him into the corner, and force him to take mix-ups just all day, because that's where Liu Kang gets the bulk of his damage. All right, we're seeing that now. 56K moving in. Excellent throw tech, but the follow-up was there waiting for it. Excellent catch from 56K. Yeah, throwing out quite a lot of plus strings here to try and keep Snips at bay, but he is going to take his turn here. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. The leg loops. We're going to be seeing it all day long. Beautiful stuff. This man's form, crisp, peak performance. That said, going to eat a combo here, forcing out the breakaway. And 56K with the shimmy. Excellent catch. Follows up with the F throw for the round. Yeah, very, very smart stuff. That is something that a lot of players who are new to the game don't really realize at this point. Liu Kang has some very strong buttons on block. If you manage to force them to whiff, they're in a lot of trouble. Liu Kang has very, very minus strings on his whiff. So we're going to be seeing quite a lot of shimmies and walking back from 56K here to try and bait out an unnecessary option. Crushing heads to Jeeps. Excellent catch with the toe shot. All right, 56K putting him in the corner here, throwing out some plus strings, trying to be careful, goes for the stanky leg. EX burns it to send him right back down to earth. And there is the crushing blow to seal out the game. You cannot underestimate these strings, ladies and gentlemen. 56K with the first game. All right, you know, hard stuff. I think 56K was doing a very good job of maintaining that strong stage control. Staying at the center of the map there so he doesn't get forced in the corner by CitizenSNIPS, because it makes Snips pressure fake. It makes it very, very hard for Snips to lay on the hurt if he can't put these block strings on block. All right, early breakaway coming through from 56K. And it looks like he's going to be hanging back while his meter replenishes. Dragon kick coming through, but it will be punished here. Fortunately, no meter burn from 56K, opting to wait just a little bit. Setting up those mix-ups there. Now that 3-hit string we're seeing that ends with the green kick, shall we say, is actually a high, but he can cancel it into the upward stanky leg, as we call it here on stream. And if he meter burns it, it becomes safe on block. I believe that move is also a mid, turning it into a mix-up, because they can either duck the high or take the mid. Right, that's it. Things turning around here. CitizenSNIPS burning some meter to get the knockdown. Catches the get-up attack. Excellent cross-up there. Oh, but he's got to be careful. Some characters do have somewhat smaller hitboxes, and as a result, highs can whiff, as we were seeing there. Even though 56K was blocking, he managed to go right over him. And it looks like the redemption arc has been fulfilled. Ladies and gentlemen, joining me on the mic is Jay Diesel. Now, this is exactly what I was just telling the people. The matchup is boiling down here to CitizenSNIPS trying to find his way in, and 56K preventing his pressure by creating whiffs with movement. Ooh, but he's going to be feeling some feet in his face here. Double meter burn to get the knockdown and try and move some corner carry. Very interesting choice there. Right. Ooh, into the restand there. Yeah, interesting. Rather than going for the restand, I think he thought the meter burn would kill. 100%.